Another quick way that can help you to handle rejection is to understand the type of no's that you have in the market. There's a generic no. This is when they're not trying to give you any time of day. Probably they're busy. You hear things like, no, not right now, maybe call us sometime later, maybe in 6 months. This is a generic no. It usually just happens, there's but really nothing much to it, Then we have the maybe no. This usually happens when you've actually done the presentation, they've heard what it is that you're bringing to the table, but they still say no. With this one, the way to handle it is to go deeper into it to actually find the root cause.
Root cause!
Then we have the no. This one is actually what it means. It means no. Now, what happens with this one is that you might make the mistake of actually continuing to pursue this, but my advice is that don't. Because this will actually prevent you from going after more lucrative opportunities. So when you hear this kind of no, you have to actually be able to discern this kind of no. So when you hear this kind of no,